Hi everybody, it's Henry Timms here. I'm the president of Lincoln Center and the co-founder of Giving Tuesday, and I'm pleased to be able to join you. I'm sorry we can't do this in person, but I'm pleased to be a part of this, I can't call it a gathering, this connection, this moment of connection amongst people in the Fair Saturday community. You know, I think one of the things of the current challenges we are all facing is we are all trying to do certainly what a project like Giving Tuesday has done, and something which the arts do all the time, which is to find ways to more meaningfully connect with each other. You know, I'm here in New York City, and every night at 7 o'clock in the evening, the windows of the apartments open. The people come out onto some of their balconies, those who have balconies, and everyone starts to whoop and to bang saucepans. There is, down from my apartment, I can see a percussionist who comes out every night with drums and with tambourines. There's a trumpeter, there's a guitar player. So every night here in New York, and I know this is happening around the world too, every night there's this moment we're all closed off all day long. We're all keeping away from each other all day long. There's this one moment where for 2 minutes, everyone emerges and desperately tries to find a way to connect with each other. And if you think about that, one of the interesting things it helps us remember about the arts is the arts, in a way, one of the most human things that we ever do. Right? You think about that moment of connection, people are just banging saucepans, people are shouting, there's no particular lyrics, there's no particular song, but there's joy in that shared sound. There's joy in that moment where no matter who you are, you can participate in something that makes us feel we're connected to other people. This is people of all backgrounds, it's people from all different places. It's this great kind of community orchestra which has arisen out of this moment. And for me, that community orchestra, which, you know, plays its 2-minute piece every night at 7 o'clock, it's kind of a metaphor for the role that the arts in particular play in our lives. So if you think about what the arts do at their very best, they help us find ourselves, they help us find that connection inside ourselves, and they help us find other people. They help us reach out to connect with people who come from different places, who represent different cultures, who understand the world very differently. The arts and culture are one of the best ways to share those connections, to start to connect in ways, particularly between people who face barriers of language, barriers of history, barriers of identity. The arts can often be a bridge between people of different backgrounds. And I think we're all thinking about that particularly right now, at a time when we are all retreating into our houses. We are often, and too often, retreating into our countries too. We're turning away from each other. You're seeing the rise of xenophobia. You're seeing the kind of racism increase around the world. And it's such an important time, I think, for us in the cultural community to find ways of making sure that culture plays that unique role of connecting different cultures and different backgrounds, that we understand different people just that bit more clearly through taking a glimpse into their lives through their cultures. You know, we at Lincoln Center have always taken great pride in showcasing work from all around the world. The idea that what cultural organizations often do is give us windows into other people's lives and help us develop a sense of empathy, a sense of understanding. That work is critical right now. And I think the one thing I would say in general right now about the creative community, it's been a time of great challenge, of course, to people's livelihoods, to people's jobs, to people's lives. But one of the things we've seen in the creative community is time and time again, people have found ways to create connections. You've seen people, I saw recently a dance class that was being taught online, and kids at home around the world in many different countries were dancing in a line together. It was a line dance done from people in Europe, people in the States. So you'd see this way in which kids were finding a way to create a line digitally which connected them culturally around the world. And you're seeing the way in which artists are stepping up to support communities. One of the most meaningful early videos I remember seeing at the start of this crisis was an empty street in Siena, where people had locked down and they were all in the evening singing in beautiful harmony together on the empty cobbled streets. So time and again, you're seeing the arts step up to support and to engage and to help us find this moment. But one thing which will be so critical in the months and years ahead is we are going to need individuals and governments in particular to support the artistic community, to make sure that when we get to the point of economic recovery here, we also have a social recovery, right? Because one of the things I think in a moment of global pause. So many people are paused in their lives in so many ways. It is a time for reflection. And one of the things I hope we will all reflect on is the idea that economic recovery, of course, is critical, but every country is more than its economy. It's also what it stands for, who we are as people, what the joys are in our lives, how we face our sorrows, how we connect with people, how we make sure everyone is included, everyone is engaged in the world. The arts have a unique role in us not just recovering our economies at the end of this, but also in recovering our humanity and finding those ways that we can create a world in which we are more connected, more equitable, and more joyful in our lives. And as I think about the work of this community and the mission of Fair Saturday, I think your work in leading on that challenge will be important in the years ahead. And I know we can rely on the good people of the world to mobilize, to connect, to collaborate, and to help us all build a way out of a very challenging time. Please keep safe, keep healthy, and most of all, keep connected. Thank you.